Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. The Presidential Support Committee has made some very strong statement against the resolution of the 17 Southern governors, a meeting which they held in Lagos. And topmost on the list was the issue of anti-open grazing. And the deadline of 1st September was given. Now, you'll be shocked what the response of the lead person in PAC is. And also, he had also talked about other resolutions. For example, the issue of power returning to the South. For them, you hear some amazing thing that he has to say about it. Now, also, the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought before him, and he had made his position clear about it. Most people are asking questions. If all of this is happening in the South, why not take that same stringent measure against the Northerners who are not ready to allow peace? Look at, for example, in Kebbi State, what is currently happening. The abductor says that they have traded the children out for marriage. You know, you can imagine all of that. If the level of impact the military is putting down is put over there, I feel that some of these things will be cut off. But first, let's look at what the chairman of the Presidential Support Committee have to say. But before we do all of that, if you're not subscribed, kindly hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish. The Presidential Support Committee, PAC, has warned the 17 Southern state governors over their insistence that power must rotate to the South in 2023, saying that it is capable of leading to the breakup of Nigeria. The Director of Media and Publicity of PSC, Dr. Kailani Mohammed, gave the warning while addressing reporters after the inauguration of its national offices with Honorable Gideon Samani as the national chairman at Nikon Luxury Hotel, Abuja. He said the North would not be compelled to accept the position of Southern governors at their recent second summit in Lagos because North has advantage of a voting bloc. Mohammed, in his words, says, "We don't see how the governors should be confronting the president. Look at their instances that power should shift to the South in 2023. We are Nigerians and we have the bulk of the vote in the North. It is a matter of give and take. It is not an issue of saying it is a must. If you are saying it is a must, that means you are looking for something like breaking up the country. That is just a simple analogy." PSC likened the second governors' summit to a gang-up against the president, saying their resolution was not in tandem with democratic norms. According to him, he said, for setting a deadline to stop open grazing, even when President Muhammadu Buhari has made a statement in that regard, is an open confrontation against the president. It is not a wise political decision. He also said that the threat by the governors to implement the anti-grazing law by September 1st, 2021 will result in a clash of interest between the federal government and the state government. Mohammed said President Buhari has explicitly explained that grazing law has been in existence for quite a long time. Even the routes are there. The Fulani used to follow that route many years ago. But today it has been overtaken by building and farms and the rest. Like, for example, in Benue State, I'm surprised that Governor Tom is saying a lot of things to divide us. They have been together with the Fulani for centuries. He promulgated a law he does not want open grazing, and that is the ban of the problem. This country is our own. If the governors choose that they will now implement the anti-grazing law, there is going to be a clash of interest between the federal government and the state governments. And the federal government has a right, as it is in the Constitution. The PSC also expressed dismay with comments on the arrest and prosecution of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, for treason as a result of his actions and statement against the Nigerian state. It urged public understanding for the law to take its full course without any prejudice now that Kanu has been arrested and is before the court to defend his actions. The body also demanded that he be given fair hearing in line with the principles of the rule of law. The PSC insisted the Constitution that mandates the federal government to defend corporate existence and unity of the country would have been deemed lacking if it has folded its arm and watched Kanu in his rampaging campaign of dismemberment of the Nigerian state. It appealed that separatist tendencies with self-acclaimed emancipation theory to distract the development should not be allowed, adding that calm and justice must be allowed to prevail as a landmark for the sake of posterity. According to him, he said, while Nnamdi Kanu sent innocent souls to untimely death through his words and action, he remains safely holed up in a faraway foreign land. Now that the long arm of the law has finally caught up with him, we should support and applaud President Buhari for his unrelenting effort to apprehend culprits who run away and wait their pans backstage when the going gets tough. The PSC noted that if there is a genuine desire for Biafra, it must be tabled and discussed in a civilized manner by more credible, experienced, and articulate leaders in the National Assembly from the Southern Zone. It described Kanu as an opportunist who is living off the fat of the land, junketing from one part of the globe to another, collecting funds from unsuspecting sympathizers. He added, our position is that those who are bent on destroying the country through arson and attack on critical national assets across the country alongside their sponsors must not go scot-free. Now, those were the words of the Presidential Support Committee led by Mohammed. And Nigerians have responded to this because for some persons, this is not a good one. If you take into consideration some of his responses, starting from the last meeting where the 17th state government released some resolution. One of it was the issue of giving a deadline for open grazing ban, and also the issue of not being ready again to still see power resting in the northern part of Nigeria. He's made a lot of points, and so we're going to look at what Nigerians have to say. Now, this one, Flora said, PSC, Presidential Support Committee, why is the voices of Southerners aren't recognized in this country? Each time Southerners speak, change the narrative, or does it mean that the Southerners don't have the right to make a request? Each time they make a request, they are threatening with war. A requesting for power rotation can lead to breakup. Holding power in the north can also lead to breakup. Our government must be bold enough to give the people justice. They demanded what is good for the geese is also good for the gander. The northerners have destroyed the country. Look at the bandits everywhere, following headsmen, terrorizing people. Boko Haram, ISWAP have their parallel government in Borno State. Lopsided appointment. Northerners lack the political will to move this country forward. It is high time for a shift to the south so that they can redeem the country image. Failure to do so, this country will go beyond unredeemable, and at the end it will break up if the terrorists continue, because Southerners aren't ready to live with them any longer. Another person here, Washkars Bam, said, when it is the turn of the Northerners, it won't lead to breakup, but it is time for the Southerners, it will lead to breakup. Devil Bonishuna. This one says, no breakup up till 8 years, not were ruling. For justice, let South also have their own opportunity. This one says here, I think the power rotation was a gentleman agreement among the parties that claim that North has majority vote is unfounded if the power shifting will break the country, so be it. This one says, what are we praying, agitating, and fighting for? Because before, if not Nigeria to break, and Nigeria must break up. That's the stand of that person. He says, this one here says, the South is in the mainstay of Nigeria economy. The North contributes nothing to the economy, but rather take huge chunk of revenue from the southern oil through states and local government areas, perjury created by northern military leader. Enough is enough. It is either Southern President 2023 or division of the country. And the last one says here, marriage is not by force. If both parties don't love and trust themselves, divorce is the only option. The action of this present administration has created a lot of distrust among the component that form their federation called Nigeria. This is really a serious issue, but time will not permit us to go extra mile discussing more things. We'd like to leave it there. You've heard some of the points raised by him, counteracting a lot of things that the southern part of Nigeria are requesting for, and also talking about the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's go to our comments.